Hello lovely people, and how are we doing? So today we are talking all about mindful shopping, and everybody in the neighbourhood has jumped on the bandwagon of using less plastics, which is awesome, but I wanted to take a more, a broader approach to sort of deal with some of the other aspects as well that we should consider when we're spending our money. Yes? Excellent. Let's get started. So first up, I'm going to cover the day-to-day basics. Everybody is doing this and it's awesome to see. And it is using a reusable coffee mug. Now this one is an e-coffee cup and it's made from bamboo, which means it's compostable when it's dead. For me, I wasn't that worried about getting a thermos mug because I take my coffee and my tea black, so it stays pretty hot for a wee while. And I'm not commuting all the time, so it's not really a thing for me. But if I'm popping to town or if I'm doing anything, this goes into my handbag. And if I fancy a coffee, I just give this to the people behind the coffee bar and they, fill up my cup, as you'd expect. Also, just so you know, a lot of places offer a discount when you bring your own mug, like 20p off or something like that. So, winning. I do like this when you can get a thermos one. Obviously there are so many different varieties out there, but it's so easy. This is nice and lightweight, so it's not going to weigh my bag down when I pop it in. It also has a little thingy here that I can seal. I don't know if you can see that because it's black, but if I lift it like that, you can see it's got a little stopper to stop my coffee popping out. So I just pop that back in if I could. This is quite rubbery stuff. So you can just pop that in and it keeps your coffee going if you're walking down the street or anything else and you don't want to end up covered in your coffee. It also goes back and pins back as well. Very much a good idea. If you can lay hands on one, go and get them. They're not that expensive anymore at all. I got this in Burt's when I was in Brighton. I was just walking around. I got one for me and one for my husband. I bought this because I really like excuse me. I bought this one because I really liked the pattern. Obviously it's not to everybody's taste, but it wasn't particularly expensive at all, and it comes with a holder as well so you don't scorch your fingers. Also a winning moment. But yes, you can get these anywhere. Just pop into the shop, get one. A lot of your coffee places will also offer them and they sell them too, so no harm. If you want a thermos one, go ahead. I'm not going to judge. I don't mind at all. I like this one, so I got this one. Another thing that lives in my bag on a regular basis is my water bottle. Now this is a thermos flask because I like cold water. I'm aware that you should drink room temperature water, but I don't really like it. And I would just focus more on drinking enough water. I like this one. I actually use it when I'm at home as well because I can measure how much I'm drinking and it doesn't get warm. Did I mention I like drinking cold water? Yes, true story. So I like this one, like I said, because I can just drink it when I'm home and it keeps it nice and fresh, and it seals really nicely, so there's no screw or anything else. It just has a stop, you twist it, you untwist it and pop. You can see I've already been drinking out of it. There's a lipstick mark on there. This one is from Built. Again, I picked this up when I was in Brighton at Burt's. I had one and it kind of died. I've gone through numerous BPA free plastic, heavy duty plastic ones in the past, but they always end up tasting funny. So far so good with this one. I've had it since April. We're now in July. It still tastes fine. And yes, I was washing them all just in case people are like, but you've not washed it right. I was washing it right and everything, and I was scrubbing it, and I'm kind of aware of these things. But it's still, they always end up tasting funny. I like this one. It's my favourite. I'm aware it's not for everybody because some people, I have fillings, but it doesn't bother me. I don't have massive amounts of fillings, mind you. I only have like 2 wee ones. And this doesn't have I don't have any issues with it because the metal. Some people are a bit funny with that, but I'm fine. And it works fine. And it is a wee bit heavier in my handbag, but I would much rather have this than have to buy water. And a lot of places will refill it for you as well. So if I'm out for lunch or anything, I will ask them to refill it, or if I'm getting a coffee, they'll refill it. Anything like that. A lot of places as well will refill it for free. I know in Brighton they have a scheme for that. So just ask if people will refill it. It's not hard to get some water out of the tap, really. So yeah, I like that a lot. Other random things. Now, I'm aware that these are heavy duty plastic, but they came with a picnic set that we got ages ago. And I also have some metal straws and a bamboo straw. What am I doing with these? Well, one of the things you can do, instead of, if you go to places, a lot of them are now doing paper straws, which is a win. But it's handy to have your own. So these are a set of 4. The metal ones I got as a set of 4 years ago from Amazon. As you can see, they're still entirely fine. And the bamboo straw I got when I was in Bali. My knives and forks, as I said, I got them from a set. So what I would do, there's spoons in there too, obviously. What I would do is just grab knife, fork, spoon, straws of some sort, throw them into one of my many spare makeup bags. I'm sure I'm not alone in this one. You could also pop them into a pencil case or anything like that. Chuck them into your handbag, away you go. So if you grab a salad on the go or anything else, you already have your cutlery and your drinks, straws, stuff, if you decide to get a cold drink or anything like that. Really handy to have, and it means, again, less waste. You don't have to get any of the plastic cutlery, you don't have to get the straws or anything else. I went out recently with my mum and entirely forgot to do this. I brought a picnic with me and I brought my cutlery, forgot my straws, so we went and got a nice coffee, and of course it came with the plastic straw. Thankfully now they've switched to paper straws, so that's a win. But yeah, so just bring them with you if you can. They're not particularly expensive either, and they will last you for donkeys. And I like my bamboo one, it's quite a big one. I use it with my iced coffee when I'm at home. It's needed. Other day-to-days, now we're getting on to hygiene and things that you actually use on a daily basis. I have bamboo toothbrushes. I jumped on this bandwagon wholeheartedly. It did take me a while because I'm a bit funny about my toothbrushes. I'm a bit funny about my teeth. I like really clean teeth. This comes from green bamboo and it's 100% organic and good for the pandas and everything else. It doesn't impact them at all. Whoop. As you can see, they're little bamboo toothbrushes with a little colour on the end, and they arrive in a little paper slip. How awesome is that? And this particular set came with a bamboo travel tube, so I can pop my toothbrush in that. Way to go, problem solved. They actually do a really good job of cleaning my teeth. I was very pleasantly surprised. I haven't had any issues. I'm a wee bit fussy, like I said, with my toothbrush, and I've been using an electric toothbrush for years. But I switched and I'm so glad I did. I feel less guilt now. Not that I've had my electric toothbrush for years and always just replaced the heads, but it was in need of replacing the toothbrush at this point. You know yourself, it gets a bit funny. So instead of getting an electric toothbrush, I bought bamboo toothbrushes for myself and my husband. Really, really pleased I did. They work incredibly well and it just makes me smile now using it. And yes, they have black ends. They are charcoal tooth bristles. They're not plastic. That doesn't really give an explanation. I'll leave the links below, you can check it out for yourself. Another wee thing is this is Georganics. I can't really pronounce it and you're not going to see it because it's black against black in a little glass tube. So this is dental floss, tooth floss, and again it's not plastic and it works really well. It's got charcoal on there and mint, so it's nice and fresh, and it's another wee thing. It's just another wee thing to do that can help in the long term and for the environment and everything else. So that's winning as well. Another day-to-day swap we have made, soap. Now everybody went through a phase, I think a lot of people still are, and I definitely was sucked in, buying all the lovely smelling shower gels and the bubbliness and all that kind of jazz. In recent months, so for the last couple of months, we have been using soap instead, and you save so much money. You get enough bubbles and you can get soaps that make you feel fabulous as well. So these are local, which is a win as well. So these are handmade in Suffolk. I got them at a local fair, and they also have a shop that I can go and buy more, part of a bigger shop, should we say. And this one in particular smells fabulous. It's gardener soap. It's really good. It's good for a good deep clean. It's got pumice in there, and this is the Ocean Breeze soap. So I'm gonna add, this one's gonna go in the kitchen. I've been waiting to do these because I was like, I've got a video, I have to record. But yeah, they are really nice. I have other normal soap that I use, and you just have a soap dish, and when I'm traveling you put it in a travel soap dish. It's not that big of a deal. It's really good, and like I said, you save money, you're saving the environment, all the good things. As long as you buy soap that hasn't got wee plastic bits. You know, you get some exfoliating soaps that have the wee plastic beads. I don't think they're a thing anymore, but they used to be. But yes, totally stop with that. Now on to, so those are your day-to-days. Oh, one other day-to-day thing that I wanted to mention. I have recently started to buy local fruit and veg as well. So we have a veg box that comes, at the minute it's every other week. I'm gradually swapping over, but it's just me and my husband, so we don't consume huge amounts of it. We do use it all up, but it takes us a wee bit longer. We got a medium box and we got a fruit bag, and I'm the only one who eats fruit really. My husband doesn't do fruit, oddly. I don't understand it myself. But we get a fruit and veg box delivered, and it's organic and it's fresh, and oh my goodness, it tastes incredibly good. Another win with this is that we're trying veg that we would never have picked up in the shop before at all, so that's a really good thing as well. So I'm trying loads of different veg now, like spring greens. I would have never picked up spring greens, I don't know why, but I never would have. And there's another veg we tried that I cannot pronounce. It's from the cabbage family. I think it's Khalani or something like that, but it's a little round bulbous thing with little stalks popping up. It's really good. These things are great in stir fries and things, and we've been eating that a lot lately because beautiful weather. How could you not, really, people? So that's another thing you can do as well, and I'm aware it's not within everybody's budget, but you could pop to the greengrocers. So either way, you're going to be supporting small businesses, so that's a win, and you're getting fresh fruit and veg. So pop to the grocers. You'd be surprised, you could get a complete bargain. There's no grocers near me to walk to, because obviously I do the food shop. We do it with my husband, and we would still go to big brand store for tins and for various other things that we can't get locally, you know, from smaller shops. So we try and mix and match, and I'm trying to do it while balancing finances, because we're also in the process of paying down debt and saving for a house and all that kind of jazz. So it's a fine balancing act, so that's why it's every other week at the minute. So that's another wee thing you could consider when you're shopping: supporting local, supporting small businesses, and fresh fruit and veg, all the good things. So those are your day-to-days. Now if we move on to something a bit more special, something you really want to consider if you want to buy a present for somebody or something like that, I would really recommend Etsy. Etsy wins. Now behind me as well, if you're looking for home decoration, Etsy is also a winner. Behind me you'll find 1, 2, 3, 4 prints from Dorkface on Etsy. That's from another small business, and that was from another small business. So I try and support small businesses where I can, whether that means buying online for these kind of products or going into the shop itself and buying things. But I love these sort of prints. Other Etsy sellers that I really recommend checking out: we've got Emma Inks for your card needs. Now these are obviously not to everybody's tastes, but I love them, and I have a few friends that I know will absolutely love them as well. So recommend those. And also I'm considering framing one. She actually sent me a little thank you note, and I'm actually considering framing it because it's really cool. Another Etsy seller was this beautiful mala necklace from Bijou Jewelry. Now see the difference when you buy from somebody small. So I bought this as a replacement for my original mala necklace that I got in Bali, and it broke on me. It has since broke again. It's broken twice. I'm taking that as a sign, and I'm going to use the beads for something else. But this, I got this, and I just happened to mention on Instagram that I finally got a nice replacement for my mala necklace, and I was delighted with this. And she seen my message and she said, send me the beads that you have and I'll repair it for you. Now I'm aware she's not going to do that for everybody, but the fact that she did that at all, or even offered, just blew me out of the water. You don't get that if you go shopping in a big shop. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to get that with popping into your local department store or anything else. You're not going to be like, oh, just bring it in and I'll fix it for you. You might with smaller businesses, but I was just blown away. The kindness and the thought and the care that goes in, it's just fantastic. And also you're obviously supporting someone's livelihood. You're putting food on their table, and it's a good thing to do, really. It helps people out. Another sort of small jewellery thing. These are from the Gemstone Earth, and they're a Brighton based company. Now I've worn these a few times. I even mentioned them in my favourites because they're fabulous. I'm a fan. I have matching earrings. So the necklace and matching earrings are just, can we just take a second? Aren't they beautiful? Very much a fan, and I've worn those to death. I love them so very much. Again, small business. They were so appreciative of the support and everything else, and they sent those to me to try out. I have been wearing them constantly. You would have seen them in repeated photos and with a lot of different outfits. I love them so very much. Another jewellery thing to check out are these. So these are from S-A-C-E-T. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that because I don't know how. But this is a really good ethical brand as well. So they work well with their local craftspeople and suppliers and designers as well. They're all sort of small people that they've brought together for this particular brand, and they do various different designers and craftspeople. They also pay them well. So some of the craftspeople are obviously from various other developing countries, should we say, or not as financially wealthy as the Western world, you know what I mean. But they pay them well so that they can help their own community as well, so that's really important. And the silver is all 100% recycled. Their diamonds are ethical and all of the good stuff. Basically, they really think about what they're doing. Even their packaging is environmentally friendly. Seriously, I love brands that really put so much thought into from start to end. So that's the ethics, the environmentally, they're just generally a good brand, and the quality is fabulous. I love these earrings. My husband has actually come up a few times and be like, I really like those earrings. I'm like, yeah, I really like them too. So it's nice little gifts, and they do so many different designs, and they have bracelets and necklaces and all that kind of jazz. Definitely go and check them out. Cannot recommend them enough. So that's your, what should we say? So those are your special occasions. Now there's all the random odds and sods. And I think this is important in engaging your brain in particular, where you really think about why you're buying your odds and sods. So I've been crocheting a lot more and buying material, and I'm making my own hankies so I don't have to buy packets of tissues. Random when I'm aware, but I thought, do you know what, it's a nice wee thing for me. I've got my sewing machine fixed and I wanted to start practicing again. So I went to my local wool shop, yarn shop, material shop. It's called the Wool Patch. And I'm so glad I did. I did that when I first arrived in this area. I learned how to crochet, I went to a wee class, but I also just kept popping in because it was nice to have somebody nearby that I kind of knew, and I needed to talk to other humans other than my husband. So I popped in a few times, and then I got to meet some other local women, also just sitting knitting or crocheting or sewing something up. And then we suddenly have a Saturday crafternoon gang where we all go in and we have a cup of tea once a month or so, and we spend quite a few hours. And next door there's a lovely wee cafe, and they would bring, you know, you go around, you order your cake or your sandwich, and they'll bring it into the wool shop. So that's a win. And also it's just nice to meet local people in getting involved in the community and knowing that you're supporting small businesses to keep them going, which is really, really nice. I've done that a few times when I've been pottering about in town. I've got a woven basket from a place up the road. I've got dried flowers that look fabulous, or fake flowers that look fabulous in another wee shop, as well as baskets and trays and things. So we also redid the garden, and yes, we did go to a big brand, but we also went to the local garden centre and actually ended up coming away with a lot more than just plants, as you might expect. It's one of these places that has got everything in. I've got some really nice trays, I've got some hanging baskety thing that I've got fake plants in so that I can decorate my bedroom. You would have seen that in one of the vlogs. I've also just got random stuff. I've got another painting or a picture in the other room. It just, if I can support local, I will. Of course, there are going to be times when you can't do that, but it's worth having a nosy about in the shops, because you never know. Okay, it might not be the same as everybody else, but that's kind of nice. It's nice to have your own take on things and your own decorations, and if you can, it's really good to support small businesses and local businesses. So many people complain that the high streets are all now the same. If you don't support local businesses, that's going to happen. They're not going to be able to survive, and other bigger companies are going to come in and have at it. So it's just worth thinking about. So I've covered my bases. We've done environmentally, ethically, and supporting small businesses and supporting local where you can. Those are just wee changes I've been making in recent months, and I would encourage you to do the same. If you have any other things that I've not mentioned. Oh, this necklace as well, that's from a random shop on Etsy. My husband got me that as a present, which was really nice. He spent ages searching for it and found it, and it makes me happy. It works really nicely with this top as well. But yes, if you have any other suggestions, please let me know. If you have any questions, again, let me know. Thanks a million for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please tell all of your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!